Hi, it's Barton Jennings here from Lung and Sleep. In this video, I want to talk to you about the corona blues. Now, you may have noticed that recently you've been feeling a bit anxious, scared, flustered. Things are just not right. I think that this is because we're starting to experience the corona blues. The world is experiencing a terrible time with coronavirus. In my previous video, I introduced you to the Corona Stick. This is a vitally important piece of equipment that you can make at home that will help protect you against the coronavirus by maintaining your social distance. I've been thrilled by the uptake of the Corona Stick. People have really taken to it really well. People have made them at home. Some people have even ordered them from China. We're lucky in Australia that we can get the Corona Stick easily. I believe that China have recently said that they will no longer send the Corona Stick to America. However, social distancing, as important as it is, can lead to social isolation. And social isolation is not good for our mental health because social interaction is very important for us. So I fear that we're going into this time of problems with mental health. All of our sporting things have been shut down. Some kids are not allowed to go to school. Workplaces are closing down. People are working from home. We're not allowed to have social gatherings. All of these things are going to contribute to social isolation. So I've come up with 6 things that will help fight the corona blues and prevent the corona blues from turning into the corona depression. The first one is to fight corona with corona. Oh, fantastic. I believe that corona might be the answer, but don't have too many. Too much alcohol is not good for you. It also increases the chances of having mental health problems and causing depression, so don't go overboard. Obviously, alcohol in excess is not good for our health. Number 2 is stay in contact. This is really important, especially for the elderly. The elderly are at risk of social isolation as it is. They're also at risk of depression. And now we're told that we're not allowed to visit them. So reach out, maybe teach your grandparents or elderly people that you know how to use Zoom or how to use a video conference and get online, message them, give them a ring. And if you feel a bit isolated at home by yourself, just give someone a ring. So stay in contact. Number 3 is to exercise. Exercise is really good for mental health. It makes us feel better. If you go for a 30-minute walk, your mental health and the way you view things will improve. You can even use the Corona Stick to do exercises with. You can look online. There are lots of different exercises that you can do, that you can find online. Number 4 is to eat well. And I believe, as I've said in previous videos, that the most important thing from a nutrition point of view for overall health is a diet that's low in carbohydrate. Intermittent fasting is also really helpful and good for us. Interestingly, the New England Journal of Medicine, just in February this year, published a review article on the health benefits of intermittent fasting. Maybe they knew that we were going to run out of food in supermarkets. So don't worry if you don't have much food, just eat occasionally and you might be better off. Number 6 is gratitude, empathy and mindfulness. And I get this from the Resilience Project by Hugh van Cuylenburg. Hugh is a legend of this and I encourage you to look him up. People who come home every day and write down the 3 things that went well in their day or the 3 things they're happy about tend to have better mental health and are happier than those that don't, because it teaches you to scan the world for the good things. And there are some good things that come out of this coronavirus situation. Think of the AFL for example. It's taken the coronavirus for the AFL to create a fair competition where every team plays each other just once. So think about the good things that might come of this situation. Empathy is really important. There are lots of people in a really bad situation at the moment. People are suffering financially, people are suffering from mental health, people are going to be suffering from the coronavirus itself. So just be aware of that. If you see someone in the supermarket and they've got all the toilet rolls, don't steal them. Maybe they've got norovirus as well as coronavirus. Just be mindful of other people. Think of local businesses. Maybe consider getting food for dinner from a local restaurant to support them when they're trying to do their best by putting meals online and delivering. And mindfulness. Mindfulness is really important. How easy is it to get just stuck in this situation where we're continually interrupted by our phone, by social media, by the news? It's in our face the whole time. I recommend that you throw your phone away for at least an hour every day. Have you had that feeling I have of coronavirus FOMO? It's like, if I haven't looked at my phone in the last 5 minutes, I'm worried that I might have missed something that's happened. It doesn't matter. Just leave your phone alone for a while. Get out, have a walk, and just clear your mind, because we need to get away from the whole coronavirus for some stages during the day. And whatever you do, don't take your phone to bed. Which leads to the 6th technique, which is sleep. It's really important to get adequate amounts of good quality sleep because it's good for our mental health. Everyone knows how you feel crap after a few days of poor sleep, and I've spoken to lots of people recently that have had difficulty sleeping, waking up at night time, lots on their mind, and this is normal. And I think that if you follow the first 5 techniques I've spoken about, the 6th one should fall into place. But concentrate on getting good sleep. So there you go. Hopefully you find those 6 techniques useful, and I think that if we all fight the coronavirus with the corona stick, and use these 6 techniques to improve our mental health to allow us to cope with it better, we'll all do much better off. So I'll see you later.